going to be talking about domestic violence in Mubende district, and the increasing numbers have, made some, especially human rights activists, worry that whatever our intervention to begin up on November 30th, 2010 was a dark day in the life of Annette Naziwa. Bawe, we are come on akute jambi na musarake mikono. Mami yonadduka ne yekweka, but of course fast forward they lock out up with him. Ne bamwe emyaka 10 mu komera. Human rights activists bagambye, you know what? 10 years is such it's a light punishment for a man who does that. But other women, they've been victims of domestic violence. And those are with the perpetrators of domestic violence. Abantu abatigomya abasajja. Oyinza okuba gotokuba mchala but go with the explanation.
Yes, I have a chance because I'm working with the court.
You work in the court?
Okay. And I'm working in the family and children's court.
Wow.
So we are handling cases of domestic violence.
Yes.
But I have chances to interact with those women and even men, because the locators for both women and men. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence we utawanguko maka ani abuleta.
Yes sir.
But muchala ya abuleta mwami ya abuleta. Okusinzira ku bumanyirivu bwenfunyemu. Abasinza okuleeta utawanguko maka babeera abakyala. Lwaki abakyala olumu baleeta obutabanguko obwo businga ddala kuba kukuba n'amanya nti omusajja yafunyeeyo omukazi omulala n'atandika okukola by'ataakolanga. Ekyokubiri, obwenzi mu maka. Obwenzi mu maka nakyo kireesa obutabanguko bw'amaanyi. Buleetebwa abasajja oba abakyala.
N'abakyala benda.
Abakyala benda. Tugenda okukizuulanga omusajja kyavuddeko okutulugunya omukyala, yali atasuka takyamuleeta, yali agulolwe takyaluleeta, kubanga akitegedde omukazi alinayo omusajja muki.
But let me ask you, would you blame a lady for having a problem?
Kozi nze kyengamba nze ng'omusomesa omukyala ng'omuntu naffe ng'abasajja buli omu kimuluma. Ogamba gwe toyinza kusanga mukyalawo ng'ali ne Brian n'omuleka era omukuba kumpi n'okusalako emikono. N'omusajja n'omukazi naye bw'asanga ng'olina omukyala omulala naye ng'omuntu kimuluma.
Ng'anyongera ku ekyo nti eŋŋambo ze zisinza okutabula amaka. Ti abakyala bano balina buguruupu bwabwe bwe babeeramu. Kuga omuntu asobola n'okusanga ng'oluusi olina gw'onyumya naye kati nga bwe tutudde wano. Tekimulobera kusitula olugambo olwo n'alutwala mu makaako. N'agamba tata gundi musanze ne gundi. Kati oludde ewaka omukazi takubuuza birala luyombo.
Let me ask the lady. Yes.
Ekireese obutabanguko mu maka. Ekyokubiri bwavu. Abasajja tebaagala mukazi akole ssente. Omukazi bw'agenda n'akola akiwulira ddala nga kibinnya alaba ng'agenda mulinnyako. Kati omukazi ngaawo kati nga ffe bwe mutulaba emirimu gyaffe biyinza okugaana n'osobola okuddayo waka obudde nga bukoze eki nga buyise. Ekyo kireese obutabanguko mu maka. Mugenda kwekuba kugamba obwedde oli muki oli mu bwenzi.
This issue of working has caused a lot of marriages to break down. As soon as you allow your woman to go out for work, you will meet John, you will meet James, so that will be the start of
the because you fear they will cheat on you.
Yes, sir.
I see a lady there, yes.
Kati nze kusayidi yange kyensinza okulaba ekisinga okuleeta obutabanguko mu maka abasajja kwe kusuula obuvunaanyizibwa bwabwe. Kati ngaffe abakyala abakola omwami bw'alaba nti okeera ku makya n'ogenda n'okola kati ye obuvunaanyizibwa bw'ewaka bwonna aba bukutise. Omwana bw'alisaba sukaali amugamba agende ewa maama. Kati jjukira nze sijja kubeera ku mulimu mbenga sinafuna sente ze nalekera baana waka osuubire nti nze nja kukuddira ewaka ssaawa emu nga sinafuna sente ze ngenda kulekera baana waka kukozesa. Era mu buli ngeri mba nnyina okubeera ku mulimu.
Labayo mukwano omwami naye akola.
Naye akola.
Okay, naawe ogenze. Ideally omukyala is expected to be at home. Your community gye tulimu, those are the value systems. Lwaki ekikuza ewaka at 7?
Let me make a comment.
Yes.
We have talked about poverty. We have talked about Ebuba.
Yes.
But another aspect that bringing domestic violence, especially among the educated families, is this aspect whereby the women think that they are equal to what? To men. Now, when they say they are equal to men, we say, okay, fine, we are equal. But sometimes they go ahead and try to suppress, especially when they are earning more income than the man. Then they will start to show that, yes, I'm also there. I will come late, after all I can afford my own beer, I can afford to pay fees for my children.
If I may cut you short, that's when I'll go back to you when you said when women work, they will see Tom, they will see James, they will see Brian. What makes you think that when men go to work, they don't see Jane, Claire and Susan? Why is it that when your wife goes to work, your mentality goes straight to her being seen?
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with the ladies, with the women. Eh? If you had ever heard of Basude's song, omukyala okwekolera, omukyala abeerawo nga asiika enva wano omulabako
ng'ali mu kifuba
naye kasita abako mita zitano tokyamulabako oba takyaliwo. If a man comes and asks you just for love, we'll just give in. I don't know what's wrong with the women, with the ladies.
I think
But
I hear from her.
Excuse me. Likewise, as he's saying, we also don't know what's wrong with men. We're also asking ourselves, what's wrong with men? Because there is like an incident here. A lady, they stop you from working. Like in most cases, when these ladies get married, the men tell them, you need to stop working because you have to cater for the kids and whatnot. As he was saying, the same thing. What happens to ladies is what happens to men. When he goes to work, he'll start seeing Anne, he'll start seeing Irene.
And Anne hasn't given birth, she looks hot.
That is it. And now after seeing those working, because now if I'm working, I'm able to call him to invite him for a cup of tea. Now you've stopped the lady from working. Now you're moving out with ladies who are working. Why did you stop your lady from working and then start moving out with those people who are working? Likewise, if she was given a chance to work and earn some money, should also cater for you. Maybe one day invite you from work. Let's go out for something.
Yes.
You see? Yeah.
maze myaka 26 n'omwami wange.
Yes.
Naye yufumbye mu kyoto naye ng'omwami wange awasiza abayitaabe sitasobola kumala kubala. Kubanga mbeerawo wakasivaawo ansangawo. Bw'akomawo ansangako olusuwe weewujjudde kamutolo ogenze kusaba ku munyu ng'akubaga alowooza naawe ogenze kukwata. Naye nga tuosiibawo waka okiraba. Naye bw'abasajja bo balowooza nti ndowooza omukazi bw'agenda eri kwe kumuleka ate nga nedda abasajja babeera bubeezi n'obwenzi nga ye ayagala.
Me, I was saying like this. There's two forms of domestic violence. There's this one which is violent, physical.
Yes.
Fighting, beating. This is mainly the men who are mentoring it on the what? On the women. But the women have this psychological violence. They deny you sex. They say you are going to kill her. You know. They silent treatment.
Of course.
You maybe the bed is not made. Maybe now the beds are separated. You know, those kind of things. And that one is more hurting. And that's what the one which causes men to be more brutal to the women. Because you cannot see it. And when you go to court, the women, there is no evidence that she denied you sex. There is no evidence that she abused you.
Fenaba nawe we agree nti abakyala muina ka psychologically. Essa Kisembo is a legal officer at Action Aid. Uno katubuli about the cases of domestic violence. Wetukomawo njagala kubuuza abasajja, what are you going to do to make sure that your homes are peaceful? Mwe kikyogenda okukola making sure nti amakaago are staying together. Ate namwe abakyala, what are you ready to do
to reduce that
psychological torture? Prompting omusajja okutunulira ati
people here love drinking a lot of alcohol. Early morning they're drinking alcohol. And the cause will be they'll have no money. Some of them spend all the money in bars, and at the end of the day they go back home. There's no money. The children ask for food. They have to ask for food. At the end of the day they'll beat them, cut off their hands, things like that. Another thing is Mubende has many tribes from different. Okay, it's a united tribes. All the tribes in Uganda in Mubende. So you find that different tribes come with different characters, come with different behaviors. So they cannot always cope up since they're not from the same tribe, or don't all breathe in the same air. So you find that at the end of the day, this one will say that us women we beat them. The other one will say women are nothing, or the children are nothing. So you find that they'll be fighting at the end of the day. Another reason is HIV/AIDS. It's a very, very big problem in Mubende. Many people don't want to go for testing. And when one of the partners goes and find out that he or she is HIV positive, goes and tells the spouse about it, the other one will say, you're the one who brought the HIV. You're the one who did this and this. So they find they will actually, from there, it's going to be problems in families, gender-based violence. They will be thinking it's women who sleep around. And so that brings GBV, or it brings domestic violence. People here don't want to study, especially the girls. At the age of 12, they're marrying. At the age of 8, they're giving birth. And the parents have not really put in a lot of, maybe educating them that really, when you study, you can always achieve all this that you need. So you find some of them are going to go when they're very young. They don't know what to do in the marriage at the end of the day. And they get married to men who are really old. So they will always impose on them other, all the bad behaviors. You find that maybe she's like wife number 3 or wife number 4. So now wife number 1 and number 2 are going to be beating them. That now for you see these young women, domestic violence will always come up. Then another thing would be witchcraft. Here they believe in witchcraft. So they will kill each other. They really, I don't know whether to call it bewitching or what. So that you find that if there's anything, even if someone is sick of anything, they will say, you're the one who bewitched me, you're the one who did this and this. And at the end of the day, domestic violence. They will be beating each other. But actually, the biggest number that suffer in families are the women and the children.
Quick reactions to Esther. Witchcraft.
Yeah, people here, they believe a lot in witchcraft. Actually, we are facing problems whereby people have, they come like a group or like a village. If someone, if you have a co-wife and the kid dies, now they'll say it's you who bewitched. So the whole community will gather, including the chairman, by the way. So surprising. The chairman support the community to run after someone. They chase her, they beat her, they destroy the house, everything gets destroyed, and they're like, she has to leave, she bewitched. Yeah. When even it was maybe like malaria.
Is it just mentality, or is
I don't know what we can think, but to me, those who believe in it may think it is, but me, I don't believe in it. That's the problem. Yeah, so most people believe in it here in Mubende. Yeah.
Ate in fact baba nkati nganzi wabajja bangi bembadde nabo ddala balitanga mayembe
ngagogera mu nyumba yo
exactly wabweru nga batambula nga bikolaga kuba bizenze surely singa sali mulokole nti nalokoka ndoze gani badi kampisa bwinyo naye kirungi nti nalokoka.
In Mubende district alone, police recorded 89 cases, vicious domestic violence cases since December 2010. But there were also 32 different cases of defilement. We've also got information that this is more pronounced in Mitiana. You will help us here. When you in a bid to reconcile families, and I don't know if the court also tries to look at that.
That's the first
reconcile
option.
Families.
That's the first option we deal with.
What are some of the things you have done?
Tugezaako okubudaabuda n'okubulirira abafumba abo ababa bazze mu kooti. Tufuna abakyala bajja nga bali miserable. Nagamba nasuze ku poliisi ennaku 2, mbadde nsula ku action aid ne transport antwale wakasi mulina n'okwata mu musawo yo ne transport amutwala. Yeze n'akaana akalwadde nyinza okufuna abakazi nga 7 abazze okuripootinga emisango mu kooti. Bazze n'obwana enjala ebuluma basibye n'olwera nga ojja kukwata mu musawo yokole ki obayambe. Abasajja tulaba nga omusajja ye perpetrator yakozinga domestic violence. Tusobola netumuteekayo mu kkomera n'amala wiiki mu wiiki 2. Tuwa orders, issue orders. Netulagira omusajja olina okugula emmere, olina okugula enva, olina okujjanjaba abaana, mulabe eddwaliro omukazi omukyala waanajja abaana. Bw'agaana okutuukiriza orders ezo tumukwata ne tumusiba. Yenkolemu gye tuyamba.
Yes, tukoze tutya.
Nze nga nyongera ku ekyo ekya kooti nti ennaku zino gavumenti ya Uganda esinze nnyo okunyigiza saidi y'abasajja. Nti omukazi n'abanga akoze ensobi ne mugenda mu mateeka, ate ab'amateeka banyiga gwe omusajja. So y'ensonga lwaki olabye nti abantu batingana n'olwekubira enduulu bwe bakulabanga gwe omusobya ne basinga okufivalingani omukyala. Era kyolaba nti obutemu businze
Abasajja bo
abasajja tebalipooti nga omukyala amunyigiriza naye n'asitika busirisi.
Anti omusajja otya okwogera munagamba nti ati omukazi yankubye.
What can we do to reconcile families?
Yeah, me, one, I would encourage each and everyone to participate. If you are like a parent, maybe the couple has come, maybe your son and the wife, try to help these people come together, not to separate. And what I want to say, like for us, that's why we first call the man to talk to him and see what, because some ladies are also tough, they're also not easy. However much they are the ones who are mostly affected. Then another thing, I would request that maybe, as they were saying, if the government can provide like any other organization which can provide free services. One of the the leading cause is poverty. And people here, when you go to court, you're asked to pay some money, maybe they go and see, they reach the ground. So if you find like, actually you have like, it's the only organization providing free services, you understand? So clients are too many.